Accidentally deleted 2 live streams. Rest in peace. Oh, you know what? I should probably go spread the word. Okay, the dog's barking. Up. What a lovely thing to do. You ever continue watching your videos on YouTube? You ever try to say you're not interested? You ever, instead, accidentally ended up deleting your own upload? Yeah, that was me. So we're gonna try to kill 2 birds with 1 stone here.
As I warned, Nostradamus-like,
after
Spider-Man recklessly took down Wilson Fisk without preparing for the consequences, our streets are now filled with aspiring gangsters, each trying to out-psycho the other. My next guest is lucky to have survived an armed robbery. Sir, we're glad you're okay.
Thanks. It was nuts. These dudes walk in like they own the place, waving guns around.
Appalling. When a businessman is afraid to make an honest living.
Yeah, it was a lifesaver that Spider-Man came along and stopped him.
Weren't you listening? He caused the problem! Forgive me for raising my voice. I'm emotional at the thought of what you went through. Jared, our caller seems shaken. Let's let him go.
I'm fine.
Goodbye!
Okay, so in this here live stream, we're gonna kill 2 birds with 1 stone. As soon as I figure out. Okay, so I do need to do some stealth takedowns. So we're gonna kill 2 birds with 1 stone. I'm gonna do some gameplay in the Sam Raimi suit, and then, well, we're going to we're gonna go fight Screwball. We're gonna redo it. Although we don't have my edgy humor because I'm not sick and wishing I was dead because of how sick I was. I suppose I could always pretend to be sick if that would be more entertaining. You guys let me know. If anyone actually decides to show up within the next hour or so. Alright. Shall I wait 5 minutes? Nah, let's get
I've got eyes
right
on a
into
mob
it.
of Riker's escapees. They're hunkered down for the long haul.
I'll send a team. But with all that's going on, it might take a while to get enough of my people together.
I don't want to think about what these guys could do in the meantime. I'll handle it.
Really gotta buy the DLC stuff for this game. I want some of those alternate suits. For some reason, I really want the Into the Spider-Verse suit. Any of you guys see that movie? Oh wait, there's still no one here. Also, more importantly, Spider Crotch and Spider Town. Oh, well, you gotta ruin that, don't you, Pete? But yeah, I mean, for those who didn't see it, Into the Spider-Verse is great. If you haven't seen it, stop watching my live stream, drive down to your local movie theater. I don't care if it's 6 hours away, and go see the movie. Okay, I'm really am bad at this. Okay, there's another sniper right over there. I mean, considering I've already beat the game on 100% like 3 times, one of those save files was deleted. Do I really need this?
Sweet dreams.
Oh, sweet, we've got 1 viewer. Welcome, my 1 viewer, whoever you may be. we've got
Friday night.
trying to kill two birds with one stone over here. We're gonna try to do screwball stuff and Sam Raimi suit gameplay because I deleted both of those live streams by freak accident. And because I want to get the, for some reason I want to get the points here. Not doing a good job of it, as you can say. I'm gonna do all these bonus objectives. Alright, guys. Gotta ask, how many of these guys in Rikers are probably on death row for, like, serious crimes? Or, heaven forbid, they were actually innocent and are still being put on death row for a crime they never actually committed. You know, like in the Shawshank Redemption, if Anthony Dufresne was on death row. I don't know, I couldn't be mad if he escaped. You know, if you're an innocent person on death row, or if you, at some point in your life, were, I don't know what your life is like. You think Trend Crave can sue me for saying those words in that combination? Okay, I think he actually killed a guy. Alright, we're off to a great start! I know, let's use a criminal as a human shield. Like, in that one Web of Spider-Man comic. And then just not care and even make a joke about it afterwards. Or I know. Let's do him like how Spider-Man did that one Hitman when he was learning about his parents in the Red Skull. What was that? That guy's name, like the Fixer or something? We'll just wait for one of them to fire a rocket. We'll just run around until the rocket hits one of the enemies or hits an enemy in a car. Okay, there we go. Oh wow, and no one's watching anymore. Lovely. Like most of my live streams, no one ever watches this crap.
Oh, sorry, my quip wasn't ready. Can you back up, guys? Go out and come back in again.
Spider-Man, from what I can tell, factions that existed within Rikers have stayed together now that they're out.
Explains why they're forming multiple.
Also, word of advice if you're ever escaping from prison. Don't keep your prison uniform and try to blend in with society, you moron.
Easy for you to say. I gotta go.
And guys, I love this game and I love its great storytelling, but I mean, this is more an excuse to have like more like bases to like take out. I mean, what about Mobster Strong? Oh, it's probably the DLCs. But at the same time, I don't know, these Rikers inmates don't exactly make the most amount of sense. Like at all. I mean, even if it's a mass exodus of prisons, I don't believe for a second in real life that the majority would pull something like this. Yeah, maybe like 20 or 30 odd inmates, but I think most of them would just... Physics. I think most of them would just wanna, I don't know, be free and try to live a normal life. But then again, I don't think Rikers inmates, prisoners in New York City and the Marvel Universe are the most sane of prisoners. I feel like I said that wrong. Oh no, I'm not paying attention. You're supposed to be paying attention. My job is to kick ass and take names. And I'm all out of names. And there's a lot of ass. Funny how I fell off the platform trying to make sure that guy didn't fall off the edge and then just followed up with throwing him off the edge. Character consistency? What's that? Oh, come on, guys. Well, I'm gonna be kind of kind. I'm gonna let them have the first move. Oh god, it's the big guy. What the? I never noticed this before. But it's oddly satisfying. Just kick and then... Beautiful. Then again, for anyone who was actually in the building who weren't captured, I guess I just ruined their whole day, because now I gotta go reset up their tents. Well, why are they setting up tents if they can just... I don't know, just go find like some communal room, or I don't know, go... It looks like these are apartments. I don't know if there's any... Oh wait, it's New York. Of course there's no empty apartments. Yeah, okay, fine. We'll accept the tents. It's not like you can just force New Yorkers out of their houses when you have weapons and they don't have anything. Either that or they did and there's just so many of them that they still need to set up tents.
All clear for the cleanup crew. Tell locals they can go to the bodega.
You know, I'm sure most of my peers and friends are probably hanging out with other peers and friends right now. And what am I doing? I'm just sitting around playing video games.
Good news. A Rikers escapee we picked up says they've stopped establishing bases.
What brought that on?
You. They decided the bases make them too easy to find. They've gone back on the run, smaller groups.
Picking them off a few at a time takes longer, but it's safer. Especially for New York.
Exactly. Nice going.
There, I see it.
Do you see it?
Show's over.
No, idiot, you're supposed to do the point launch. Hey, you guys remember that time when J. Jonah Jameson was... Okay, I'm gonna restart this. This is just bad. This is just actually bad. That was embarrassing. Quite embarrassing. I don't know if you guys remember this, but remember back in the Spider-Man comics when J. Jonah Jameson was mayor of New York? Then Superior Spider-Man happened and he resigned. Oh, good times. Very good times. So let's go try that again. In fact, I was actually just reading some old comics.
There's the drone.
No, thanks for actually moving when I pressed the jump button, Pete.
Yoink.
What the... The point behind. And now I'm behind.
That's one high-end spy cam. The drone slowed down. And Spidey takes the silver in the crazy Psycho Olympics.
Darn, I came so close. I'm gonna retry. Okay, I've seen a lot of other people who live stream and they don't have this annoying border that shows them who's actually watching and all that. I gotta check my options on this.
There, I see it.
If I could have my stuff look more like when K-Wing, for example, does a live broadcast, that would be great.
Got it.
Now, a friend of mine, who I went to go see Into the Spider-Verse with, he wants to get this game, but he's all about that PlayStation... Just kidding, he's all about that PC, you know, their little master race, or whatever they want to call it now. Oh wow, it's the exact same crap.
Oh yeah.
Oh wow.
I'm awesome.
Never mind, it's not the exact same crap. You know, but he likes him some PC. So he can't exactly play this game when it's a PS4 exclusive. Though I remember back when this game was, you know, I think when it was actually coming out, we got a bunch of Xbox fans saying, Sony can't do this. It's wrong. It's not within their rights. Well, they own the movie rights to Spider-Man, so I think it's perfectly within their rights to request for Insomniac to make them a Spider-Man game and make it for only them. I don't know. It kind of makes me think. Oh, I was kind of saving this. Oh, might as well. What was I about to say? It makes you. Well, at least it makes me think. Well.
There's a pigeon.
Oh, pigeon. I mean, I think it's there within their rights. I mean, not exactly the best thing to do. Kinda. Damn. Oh, thanks, Sable agents. Nothing, Mom. I'm not talking to you. You know what it's like to be a teenager, living in your mom's house with your mom. And then, you know, you're yelling at the TV and she thinks you're talking to her. Okay, in all seriousness, that actually happens both ways. Alright. Sounds like she's coming downstairs.
Almost flattered Sable's sending her best guys after me. Almost. Pigeon alert! Oh no, there it goes!
And that's how you become the Spider-Menace.
I gotta shut this. Don't worry, I'll make sure y'all get a ride back to Rikers. Spider-Man! Look out! Keep coming! Probably should. Never touches the ground. I'm coming! Help!
And we've lost a viewer due to me being mainly silent right now.
I can't breathe!
Do we have the... Okay, I do have the quick time events turned off. Cool.
You should go to the hospital. Get some oxygen, just in case. It's him! Get a picture! Spider-Man!
Spider-Man, I could really use your help. My roommate's been missing since the Halloween party.
Okay, got a name? Last known location?
His name's Carlos. I ran a facial recognition search across social media. Here, let me text you what I found.
Smart. What's your name?
Philip Chang.
Okay, Philip. I'll find Carlos. If you get info on anyone else who's missing, let me know. Okay, looks like I need to find the location in this picture. I see the Statue of Liberty, so it's gotta be way south of here. Not
Gotta
close
be
to the university.
Spider-Man PI.
Maybe the financial
the
district.
Spider-Verse, you'll understand. Now, my
Philip,
question is,
I'm headed to where the picture was taken.
in
How
all the
recent
video
is it?
game appearances of this suit, how come none of them
Nice heuristics.
ever have
you
the
did that
trench
facial
coat?
tracker on your own?
Yeah, it's my thesis project. I'm hoping
No,
it'll help me
seriously,
land a
why?
job.
If this works, you can count on me for a reference. If the statue's in the shot, this has to be somewhere near the bottom of the island.
Let's see. On one of these rooftops. It's probably that one right over there. Not the construction site. No, wait. I'm looking for a lounge. Oh, yeah, it's probably over there. I don't know, it's been a while since I've played this mission. Sue me. Oh, wait. Enough into the Spider-Verse schlock. I made this live stream for 2 reasons and 2 reasons only. Okay, maybe here? No. Again, it's different scenery. Oh, there we go.
Looks like the spot over there.
Hey, those fires weren't there a minute ago.
These students are acting like the ones at the Halloween party. Lee must have corrupted them.
Darn it, can't even get them stealthily. For what I expect, it's the middle of daytime.
Fire's spreading. I better end this fast.
Oh. Okay. Mom, the microphone's on. Please don't talk about the dog and its scooting.
That's the last of them.
Bye-bye, college students.
What happened? Everything was fine, and then... so much anger. I couldn't think straight.
It's over now. Though I'd stay off the internet for a while.
Yeah, dude's looking a little derpy, and he's looking like he's like 40 and not supposed to be at the college party where all these guys were brainwashed, negified. What would you call that when a Mr. Negative touches you and corruption? Okay, well, one stupid question after another. What's that guy doing at this college? What is he, that like 40-year-old unmarried uncle of yours trying to hit on college girls at a party? That's a little low.
Get ready, folks, because this is a bombshell. We have on the line a lady whose husband was kidnapped by Spider-Man.
What? No, you've got it all wrong. My husband was kidnapped by criminals who shoved him into the trunk of a car. Spider-Man found him and got him out, then arrested the criminals when they came back.
Pardon me, ma'am, I didn't hear that last part over my intern's utter incompetence. You realize, of course, that it's possible Spider-Man arranged the kidnapping so he could save your husband and grab all the glory?
Huh, that seems like a lot of trouble to go to when he could just stop actual crime.
It's clear we are at an impasse. My best to you and your husband, madam. Jared, go to commercial, then fire yourself. Then rehire yourself before the commercial ends. But no, your job hangs by a thread. If I paid you, I'd cut your salary in half.
It's my favorite show.
Sorry.
J. Jonah Jameson's Mad Ramblings.
Spider-Man. So my tracker picked
You're
up
right there,
some more
Mom.
people who were at the party and might have gotten, you know.
This is Ethan Albright, a biochem TA. Didn't show for class.
Light source.
My software picked him up in a photo.
What is
but there's other pics from the
happening?
same location, and he's gone.
Still our best shot. I'll try to find the place. Thanks. Philip's photo is my only lead again. I gotta find this location. The picture shows elevated train tracks, like the ones up in East Harlem.
Wait, East Harlem. That means I gotta go north.
Looks like there's a bridge at the end of the
Spider-Man, I talked to Carlos. He felt fine until he got to the barbecue. Whatever happened to him kicked in after the Halloween party.
A delayed reaction. That's not good. There could be corrupted walking time bombs all over Manhattan. L trains could mean Harlem.
I don't know if anybody who will or is watching this knows and reads comics, but at some point Martin Lee corrupted Aunt May. It was kind of funny, but also a little sad. I mean, I can't remember if J. Jonah Jameson's father and Aunt May were already married, but he, like, as some kind of gift to her for either an anniversary or the marriage or it itself, he tracked down her remaining family members of the Riley family. Then when May was corrupted, she chased them all away and kicked them out of her house because they were like staying there while
Literally no one's
they were on their
safe.
honeymoon or something.
I'm used to hostile New Yorkers, but this is a whole new level. Good thing I've got Philip on my side. That guy has some impressive skills.
Mr. Stark, I don't feel so good.
I think this is pretty far north of ESU.
It's not nearly north enough. I know, let's go see if Tony Stark or the Avengers could give me a hand. Actually, I don't
think
recall
these tracks are in East Harlem.
ever seeing the Baxter Building in this game. Actually, you know, this would probably be a good vantage point to go check to see if there is a Baxter
I
Building.
see elevated train tracks. Those are north. If I find the East Harlem elevated train tracks, I can follow them to this
Yeah.
location. I'm on the right track. Literally. I should be able to follow these to where the photo was taken. If I find the East Harlem elevated train tracks, I can follow them to this location.
Guys.
I think this is pretty far north of ESU.
The original live stream from back in the day. I missed that live stream. That screwball live stream was actually my favorite.
Looks like I might be too late.
I love it how it wasn't letting me swing there. Could have
This is
landed
it.
right on those train
No
tracks.
corrupted students, but it looks like they've been here. What happened?
Bunch of maniacs going wild. They were high or something. Ran off up the street.
Gotta find them before someone gets hurt a lot worse.
Darn college students. Doing their drugs and their paint fumes and their Sharpie markers. And glue.
There they are. Time to end this.
Okay, the dude said they were high. Did he not notice how they were somehow weren't responding right to light? Like it's all they suck in darkness, and where there should be shadows, it's a little bit brighter.
Lee corrupted a lot of people at the Halloween party.
Or that just skip his mind. It just didn't even notice that. Just doesn't even notice.
Rip your eyes out. You'll finally.
The sooner I get you guys back to normal, the better.
That's one for the Spider Murder live stream.
Door's locked. No time to be polite about it. I think that's it.
The dude probably broke his ankle.
I was drinking my latte, thinking about this one time I got mugged. And I saw this big crowd of people, and it's like someone flipped a switch.
You should be fine now. Though maybe you should switch to decaf.
Let's see, what other side missions? Saving you for later. Let's go to Harlem! Can we find Luke Cage? That would be cool. Especially if you could, like, beat the crap out of him well, next to a bridge, like in Web of Shadows. Do your little web strike.
Is something wrong?
Oh, no. I just had to thank you for saving my daughter
Jesus
from
God.
those muggers.
When did this happen?
Just now. Busy guy like you. I guess it all blurs together, huh? Near the theater on 126 and Powell. She just called and told me.
Okay, now his lips are
Sorry.
moving, but you saw how it was
glad
like
your daughter's
watching
safe.
a bad dub
Okay, I
of
wasn't
a
anywhere
movie
near
from back in the day,
I should swing by and see what's going on.
where the English voices and the original Japanese, Chinese, or whatever Asian country it came from, it didn't line up at all. Oh, the dog was here this whole time. Mandy, no!
There's the theater and the crime scene. I better find out what happened.
Oh, we
Sorry
gotta
I
love
missed
it.
the action. Thanks for keeping us safe, Spider-Man.
Still alive. So whoever did this isn't a lethal protector. That's promising.
Officer?
You're back already? I thought you were checking out that fire.
Right. On my way now. Which way was it again?
Last time you went that way. South.
Thanks. I got a little turned around. Someone's impersonating me. It could be the chameleon again. I've got to pick up his trail.
Don't you know we didn't start that fire? And also, Spider-Man, if it were the chameleon, why would he be helping people?
It does smell like there was a fire in this direction.
Probably be killing people in your costume.
There's the fire damage. Looks like
Well,
it
you
got put
already
out quickly.
might as well.
I think everyone's out safe now. Nice work, Spider-Man. He's moving, right?
Also, hold on a second.
Quick thinking with that extinguisher, Spidey.
Fire extinguisher, huh? Wonder where he left it.
This side, come on.
Okay, hold on a second. I'm gonna go close the
fire
door right
extinguisher.
here.
What
First, skip
suppressant
this.
is in this? ADP. Pretty standard. And easy to track. He got fire suppressant on him. If I key my lenses to track its chemical signature, it should lead me right to Spider-Man 2.0. He's walking normally. No webs.
Yeah,
no
maybe for you,
powers.
but not for me.
Hey, Spidey, what'd you do with that fire extinguisher?
Fire extinguisher, huh? Wonder where he left it.
Duh. I don't want to be that guy, but I feel like the city's finest firefighters could probably go find it if he left it right next to a dumpster. Yeah, it's really me. Don't know how I can be mistaken from some guy in a cheap Halloween costume. I'm wearing like a $2,000 rubber suit over here with no visible
Looks like he's been
seams.
in a fight. Maybe he knows something.
Come on, man, lay off. I told you everything. The deal's going down on the roof. No lie.
Right, just... you stay out of trouble. Hope I'm not too late.
Well, like any time your loved ones get kidnapped, Peter, you are too
My
late.
doppelganger's got some skip.
Where'd you learn to fight like that? I told you. I give up.
Oh yeah, you want some?
That's gonna leave a mark.
What about you?
This one will need painkillers for a few days, but knocked out. But breathing. And he left the drugs. Seems like his intentions are good, even if his methods are nuts. The police will handle the cleanup. Counterfeit Spidey must have gone down the other fire escape. That's him. People seem to like him. Yeah, I mean me. I mean, this is weird.
My pleasure, citizens. Excuse me. I hear someone in need.
Okay, I do not talk like that. Nobody talks like that.
Let him go.
Yeah, right. We'll get even more from Mr. Fisk when we bring him your head.
Whoa, hey guys! I'm not the real Spider-Man!
Not anymore, you're not.
Time to even the odds a little.
See, that lines up fine. How come that cutscene in the beginning of the game doesn't line up?
Kill him both!
I've got this. Go!
Chance to team up with the real Spider-Man? No way!
I don't know why, but I feel like this imposter Spider-Man is Canadian. No idea why.
Yeah, but when you dress like me, you inherit my enemies. And I've got a lot of enemies.
Look out! More of them!
I'll take the ones with guns. You get the rest.
Definitely didn't just snap his neck on concrete right there. Not at all. Oh, I would hate to see the splinters that's gonna leave. No more children for him. He just took a bomb to the crotch. I love doing stuff like that.
You know, if you want to help your community, there's a feast shelter nearby. And I'm sure folks would appreciate free self-defense classes.
Good idea. I'll admit, I'm starting to see
So, yeah, this is the part where I say this guy's just crazy because they all have guns and he's still here. It'd be like the powerless Spider-Man from the 90s animated series actually going in to fight Spider-Carnage, the Hobgoblin, the Green Goblin, and the Kingpin. I mean, he just kind of showed up at the end as a diversion, you know, but if he were to fight there, he probably would have been mauled. And that's what we call a Sam Raimi Spider-Man Norman Osborn, where I beat him up into a wall, then I bring the wall down on him.
rocket launcher? Hi, I'll finish him off. Don't need to tell me twice.
Run. Wait, where's the... Oh, there he is. Yeah, that's kind of what the dog does. She's trying to probably steal one of Mom's socks right now since Mom's doing laundry. Hey, wait, where's anybody? Oh. Didn't even see him there. What the? Why is that civilian there?
How do you do it?
And why is it? Okay, there we go.
Look, your
I was
heart's
gonna say,
in
why
the
is
right
his
place,
costume
but if you
poorly
keep this up,
rendered?
you're gonna get killed.
Yeah, I see that now. Don't worry, I'm hanging up the suit. Spider-Man, no more.
Good call. Besides, you don't need a costume to make a difference.
Hey, that's a good line. I'll remember that.
Alright, I think I've deliberated long enough. We got like 42 minutes of Sam Raimi suit gameplay. Because if I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do it right. And the closest thing I have to a Marcos Martin Spider-Man costume. The classic suit. And that means... the one person watching does not need to hear this.
Now, friends, you know I'm always open to differing points of view. So after a police officer called me out on social media for being too hard on Spider-Man, and it went viral and people just wouldn't shut up about it, I agreed to a debate. Officer, welcome.
Thanks for having me. Yeah, so me and my guys went to shoot out with some desperate characters who had nothing to lose. I mean, they didn't care if we all lived or died. And somebody would have, trust me, if Spider-Man hadn't helped us.
All right, fair enough. I'm not saying he never does anything good. I'm saying he causes more problems than he solves. You had to go to the academy, right? Be thoroughly trained? You have rules to follow?
Sure, but he seems to know what he's doing, too.
It worked out for the best this time. Next time, how do we know Spider-Man won't cause the deaths of all concerned?
Well, he never has before, has he?
I believe we'll just have to agree to disagree. Thank you for your service. Goodbye!
I think Jameson handled that really well.
No way! You showed up!
Alright then, ladies and gentlemen. Fasten your seatbelts. Because it's the moment I've been waiting like
So you're gonna do it? This screwball challenge?
a few days for.
I don't know what that is.
Well, no one does. That's the best part. Just take a picture of the code on the wall and it starts. Easy peasy. It's to help the needy.
Well, in that case... got it.
SM! You accepted the challenge! Welcome to my stream. BT Dubs, now that you're on board, the views are racking up like crazy! Here's how it works. The Matrix barcode you snapped
Okay,
sent
train.
you the GPS
Train,
coordinates
please.
of another Matrix barcode in the area.
Please, I'm gonna need this.
This is starting to sound time-consuming. Sorry, but people need my help.
Ooh, funny you should say that, because this is to help the needy.
Okay, that wasn't nearly as grand as I was hoping. You know, that's how you can tell this is a letdown. And me being let down and showing how much I'm let down is a letdown.
SM! You accepted the challenge! Welcome to my stream!
We're trying that again.
BT Dubs, now that you're on board,
This is me live streaming Screwball. I need
how it works. The Matrix barcode you snapped is
a
sending you
good
the GPS coordinates of another Matrix
suicide.
barcode in the area.
This is starting to sound time-consuming. Sorry, but people need my help.
You know, like that Batman story. That one written by the guy who killed, Barry Allen. Oh my god, again. I want to like hit it and ragdoll, just go smack and fly. Okay, third time's a charm.
You accepted the challenge. Welcome to my stream. BT Dubs, now that you're on board, the views are racking up like crazy. Here's how it works.
Much like in Marvel Spider-Man Disney XD TV show.
This is starting to sound time-consuming. Sorry, but people need my help.
Ooh, I avoided it this time. Screwball needs to rely on having somebody much more famous, popular, and cooler in order to get views.
What?
Okay, we're just gonna skip the whole train death thing. I'm tired of it.
Helpless. Will she starve? Suffocate?
I don't know. I mean, everything wrong with that particular bad episode, and my problems with Screwball are kinda my problems with a lot of YouTubers. Some of them are just annoying, some of them just do whatever it takes to get views. Some of them are a bunch of talentless, annoying hacks, like Screwball in the actual comics. Okay, well, I think I was in a good spot. But for some reason it didn't show up with the whole subject and frame thing. Okay, fine. I'll climb the whole building. Does that help you out any, Pete? For God's sakes. Nope, that's not gonna help. Finally. Hey, did that pole just appear? I feel like it wasn't there before.
Has everyone lost their mind?
While we enjoy the action scene, let me read some messages from my squad. Thug Forever says, "Love you, Screwball. Your stream kept me going while I was in jail." Fancy Dan says, "I RFL'd when you pranked Jay Jonah Jameson with the pie." So did I, Fancy Dan.
Jesus, what a Cronenberg mess that is. God, that looks weird.
Too bad, guys. Guess you'll have to go back to the cinnamon challenge.
Sorry about that, Spidey. I can't help it if my fans get personally invested. They're passionate. Hashtag blessed.
Okay, so when Screwball first came around in like 2008, she had a crew recording all of this. I'm gonna call them the Screw Crew, and they really like the Screwball Crew, but Screw Crew rhymes better. Just sounds a bit better to me. So, how's she doing it now? Because it would just be kind of boring if it's just Screwball sitting around in a room while Spider-Man goes out and does his thing and she just kind of waits there. So I'm guessing she's got a series of cameras hooked up, or maybe even a drone you don't see. Oop. Wrong button on the D-pad.
There's the other code. Split across 2 buildings. This'll take finesse.
Oh. Okay, there we go. Don't worry. Oh, you can take pictures while wall crawling, huh? It's not like I didn't already know that game. I gotta find a good angle, though. Okay, I think I need to be higher. Okay. Alright. Alright. Maybe...
Got it!
Yeah.
This is totally unofficial, but I'm hearing some of my fans decided to bring you a little care package. I think they're saying you're the bomb. You might want to grab those back. People could get hurt.
The first viral supervillain. You know, at least in the comics, the police could have held her on something because she, like, turned over a convenience store, robbed a bank or something. I can't remember what it was. Here she's done nothing wrong, and she'll return in the DLC stuff to annoy me further. How wonderful.
Simple photo, guy. Snapping that one should get you the GPS to our victim. You better save her before our fans get bored. Because in entertainment, boredom is death.
Address isn't far from here. I need to hurry.
Like, Screwball is... I'd say she's a product of the time, but she came, like, in 2008, so maybe it was before she came out. Dan Slott made her before the time was right, and then the time is right now. It's the most annoying thing. But then again, maybe that's exactly what she was meant to be.
Cameras everywhere. This is it. Can you hear me? Hold on, I'm gonna rip the door down.
Oh my God, Spider-Man! I can't thank you enough for the millions of clicks I just got!
Clicks? Who calls
Screwball.
it clicks?
I know, right? You should see the look on your creepy moving eye hole thingies. Oh, look! More of my followers! Screwball!
Now, if only...
What's on your feed? TLDR. I don't officially condone this.
Then tell them to stop.
It would have been actually kind of fun if maybe there's like a mission in one of these DLCs or even the sequel where it's snowy and it's almost a reenactment of like Screwball's introduction in the comics with Spider-Man chasing her. Snow-covered rooftops. Heck, I would smile like a giddy schoolgirl if they actually ripped some of the dialogue straight from the comic as well. It would be great. Speaking of which, you guys excited for the sequel? I mean, I already spent $60 on this. Need to spend another $30 to get them DLC stuff. Then another $60 for another game, and then whatever suit DLCs if there are any. So you know, I'm already probably going to invest. Let's just say maybe $150 in this game over the next maybe 3 years. Slash invested like not really half of that. Oh hey officers.
LOL. What are you going to charge me with? I didn't actually do anything. It was all my fans.
She has a point. Gonna be hard to make anything stick.
For a spider-based hero, I'm really starting to hate the web.
Well, I did it. I killed those 2 birds with 1 stone. To replace one live stream, I made another, much shorter live stream that didn't have the same heart and spirit of it. Almost like a bad movie reboot. In fact, I'd say exactly like a bad movie reboot. Yeah, maybe next time I do a live stream, I ought to live stream something a bit more interesting. Hey, is Arkham Knight still popular? People still care about that game? Why don't I go live stream that? Or, you know, why don't I go to my brother's house and go play Battlefront with him or his girlfriend and go live stream some of that? Oof. How rude, Mom. How rude. A pigeon. Wait, I just realized in these games, I mean, I'm glad they don't do something like this.
Bring your children into the room, friends, because I'm delivering a lesson impressionable youngsters need to hear. My guest today is a man who learned the hard way that dressing up like Spider-Man isn't cool. Go ahead, sir.
Well, I wanted to fight crime and help people. I'm a big Spider-Man fan, so I put on a costume like his and try to do what he does. Boy, was that a mistake.
Crap, what was I saying?
Lucky the real Spider-Man saved me.
Let me stop you right there because I think the salient point has been made. Emulate Spider-Man in any way, and you will die! Don't do it, kids! And that's another one of Uncle Jonah's life lessons. Jared, trademark that.
You know, some people have weird aunts that are overly political on the far left extreme. Your kids in New York, in this universe, they got their Uncle J. Jonah Jameson ranting about how the Spooderman is the bad man, even though he saved them from burning alive in a car accident once. It was a very bad car accident. But evil. Do the kids believe him? Probably not. I don't think most New Yorkers believe him. I think they just kind of listen to his show because it is kind of funny to watch. listen to. You don't really watch it. It's a podcast, I think. I mean, you have the option to unsubscribe from it in the game, but I'm subscribed to J. Jonah Jameson's rantings because I find them to be entertaining.
Stable control. What's our status in Sycamore? Checkpoint is active. Full battle rattle. Lethal force authorized.
Sorry, forgot my ID. How about I prove who I am by kicking your butts?
For the combo. I did it! Oh god. So wait, if Norman Osborn is no longer the mayor, if he were to still fund these guys, wouldn't he? I feel like he could be brought up on serious charges for this. I mean, sure they were meant to be some private militia service or something, but pretty sure in terms of how the government works, this might be seen as an occupying army,
Find a way to get Sable out of
or
New York.
probably a terrorist organization, being funded by one of New York's leading philanthropists right behind Wilson Fisk, which is never good for business, by the way. And they kind of made Norman Osborn in this universe look like a cross between Willem Dafoe and Donald Trump. A little bit. I don't know, but if they just made him look straight up like Willem Dafoe, is that a face you can trust as your mayor, or president for that matter? Especially if he's wearing that dumb Power Rangers mask. Don't you know he's scarier without it on? Oh. Sorry, no time, there's a crime 150 meters away.
Now.
Yes, allow me to behave like communist Superman, and despite being preoccupied with something, immediately go fly into something else. Wait, actually, if I'm supposed to be like communist Superman, I gotta deal with it quickly, and I don't want to say carefully, but at the same time, some of those things were a bit reckless. Nothing quite like stopping a whole train to save like a little child or something. But the thing is, you don't like stop, you like go in front of it so that like it crashes into you and stops. Not exactly the smartest idea if you don't want like the conductor and the people in the front next to be, you know, like the neck breaking and
I'm definitely not
G-forces
Sable International a good review on
pain. By some act of God, my tray table broke and it spilled hot coffee all over my crotch. And that's when I realized I need to get out of the Soviet Union. Thank you, Mom.
Doing a little nighttime bird watching?
Well, I was watching for nocturnal raptors in the park when I noticed a bunch of men armed with
Doesn't look all
rifles
that much
over
different
at
from a
Belvedere
bird.
Castle.
Thanks for the heads up, Miss,
Stephanie.
Guys,
Let me know if I can help. I'll keep an
new
eye on
theory.
that tip
This is
from
Miss Fowl from Jimmy
Thanks for the
Neutron's
assist,
daughter,
Stephanie.
or this is her
Why would
younger
armed
self.
men be at Belvedere Castle?
Wait a minute.
I got a hunch they're not tourists.
You've got to be kidding me. You mean to tell me that there is a Sable base I missed that's just right smack dab in the middle of Central Park? Well, I know what I'm doing right after this.
Fisk's men. This isn't good.
Gotta come in for the kill. Real stealthy like. Okay.
You're in timeout.
Oh crap. Well,
that's all of them.
I did it.
Let's find out what they were up to.
Good luck with that.
Not sure what's going on here. Wonder if there's any info I can get from this flash drive.
But you think you don't know what's going on here? I really don't know what was just going on
flash
there.
Drive full of evidence. Maybe a pigeon. Is that normal?
It is nesting season, so I'm not surprised. You know, I think there's a nest in the trees just southeast of the castle.
Great, I'll check it out. He's got buddies. Great. Come back with that flash drive, you dirty sky rats!
Try positive reinforcement. You know, pigeons are actually remarkably intelligent.
Remarkably intelligent, huh? Hey pigeons! Sorry about the dirty sky rats thing. Maybe we can make a deal?
Don't apologize for calling pigeons what they are.
I'll double it! Got one. He doesn't have the drive.
Just absorb that pigeon into my hands.
Fuck this.
I'm gonna have to track all of these pigeons until I actually get it, aren't I? I feel like I did it once, and it was the pigeon first try.
This is it. Got the drive.
Oh,
Back
wow.
to the laptop to see what Fisk's men were up to.
Let me tell you what Fisk's men were up to. They were up to no good. Yeah, I feel you there, buddy.
Looks like they were uploading a worm to the Central Park Wi-Fi system. This could give them backdoor access to a ton of personal data. Come to think of it, even I use this network. Wait, it's still uploading remotely. There must be multiple access points. Stephanie, you're my eyes in the sky. See anything else strange in the park?
Oh, there we go.
Horned owls and... Oh, more guys at a nearby junction box.
Thanks. Keep a lookout for anything else. I need to get to that junction box before the upload completes. If they can't access the laptop, they can't upload.
I can't reach him!
Why can't they upload if they... I mean... Why are they somehow manually uploading it? You guys ever uploaded a YouTube video? You don't have to like manually crank something or type in a sequence to upload things.
It's almost as exciting as that time I saw 3 chestnut-sided warblers. Hey,
I don't know what's going on.
2 other junction boxes being hit. Sending you the location.
Thanks for the heads up. I better get moving. 2 more? I never thought I'd say this, but why does Central Park need such strong Wi-Fi coverage? I thought people came here to get away. There they are.
Nah, man, they came here nowadays to go tweet about how much they hate Donald Trump, take photos of the scenery and upload them to Instagram and Snapchat, Facebook. If you're uploading it to MySpace, I don't think you have a life.
He's webbing me!
Only 1 more to go.
It would be kind of funny if I didn't web that guy down and then I just immediately ran off to this, only for him to, you know, finish the upload and me fail this mission. I don't think I ever failed this mission.
Surprise!
Fire in the hole!
You know, in real life, that guy throwing that grenade could have just destroyed their whole operation. And what would happen to him in prison if Wilson Fisk knew he was the guy who screwed it all up?
There. The people of Manhattan can rest easy knowing that their
I'll tell you what would
passwords and
happen.
cat videos are safe.
Your boy Wilson would murder him.
I think they might have seen me.
Oh no. Are you sure?
I'm pretty sure. Armed men just arrived.
Lock the roof entrance and hold tight. I'm on my way.
Okay,
Need
wait.
to get to Stephanie before
Oh,
Fisk's
there we
men
go.
do.
I was somewhat on the right track.
They're trying to break down the door.
We know you're working with the spiders. Open up! Split up and find the girl with the binoculars. Spider-Man, take him out.
Well, you don't need to worry about the girl anymore, fellas. Oh, thank God, that actually knocked him out. He took a metal trash can to the head, and he's actually knocked out.
Man down!
Hey, why did that guy fall?
Crush your skull!
That's all of
I didn't know the sheer force of Spider-Man flying by and kicking some dude is enough to make somebody fall flat on the ground. Jeez, you know, with you being so close to the edge... Those chocolate chip cookies. Can I have one? No! Okay, fine, you old bird. I'm getting out of here. Screw you. Alright.
Oh, thank you, Spider-Man. That was a little more exciting than my average night of birding.
Hey, thank you. Your eagle eyes stopped an incarcerated crime
No, I know
boss
who
from
she is.
harvesting half the city's
She's
personal
Angela
data.
from Family Guy! Except with
Plus,
glasses.
I found a nest of red-breasted nuthatches when you tripped.
Yeah!
Real beauties, too. You want to check them out?
Thanks, but I think I'll focus on jailbirds for now.
Woo! Oh, what? I can't skip the dialogue when it's not a cutscene. What do you want from me? Okay, now to try to cater to everybody, I'm gonna try to make the rest of this live stream soft-spoken.
Check it out.
Time for some Spider-Man PS4 ASMR. That's exactly what like half of my friends want me to do. Actually, I think I just want to make a Spider-Man
Now, there's
ASMR
one thing I
video.
can't abide. It's egomaniacs who use the internet solely to draw attention to themselves. And we just had a real meeting of the minds in that respect, as the online personality Screwball.
I can pretend like you're Gwen and I'm trying to save you from the Green Goblin until Green Goblin tells me that he had you one night. And then I can throw you off the Brooklyn Bridge and call him a cheating thought.
Just how gullible and reckless Spider-Man is, rushing headlong into dangerous situations without knowing or caring who he'll hurt as long as cameras are on him. On the other hand, Screwball herself is no better. Unlike me, she's not trying to expose wrongdoers like Spider-Man as a public service. She's just in it to promote herself, which I think is absolutely despicable. Now don't go away. Just the Facts with J. Jonah Jameson will be right back after this important message about how you can buy my book.
No, Jameson, I'd say I agree with your point, but at the same time, you're kind of exactly what you said Screwball was. Oh wait, that's right, I'm sorry. Kind of exactly what you said Screwball is, and you were right about what Screwball is. Someone like shameless promoting.
Try hitting me! Spoiler, I hit back.
That's the only reason why you hate Spider-Man and call him that sort of thing, because that's what you are, because you're jealous of him. I guess the reason in the comics why he hated Spider-Man, that is until it was actually brought into canon, this thing from the animated series where his wife was murdered by a guy in a mask. That's canon. I can't remember who brought it into canon. I don't know if that was Chip Zdarsky or Dan Slott. Oh no, wait, I think there was actually Nick Spencer.
Me saying this, but I hope you've
There's a
learned
Nick
not to hit
Spencer
people.
Spider-Man comic where that was brought into canon. Do you like the button taps? Does that help you relax? Wait, what the hell? Yeah, I'd hate to be the cop who's forced to park all the way up here. It's like, hey, dude, we have like another, like a September 11th on our hand. We need like all police and firefighters down to this one location. I'm like, yeah, I'll be right over. And then I remember I'm parked on the top floor of my precinct.
Units with riot gear needed to respond to a public disturbance.
Oh, yeah, and the missus is calling. You know, there's just a massive building on fire, and she's wondering if I'm okay and if I'm down there. And I'm like, no, not yet. I gotta drive off this rooftop. She's like, what? You know, I park on the top floor, woman. I tell you this every darn day when you ask me how it was work. I tell her really bad. This parking at the precinct sucks because for some reason we have an actual parking garage, which you'd think would be cool, right? But for some reason, it actually sucks. And that's why I hate The Amazing Spider-Man 2. That had nothing to do with anything I said. I also hear this game they're not going to make any amazing Spider-Man suits, which is fair because... Oh my god! Lovely! Actually, come to think of it, after this game like had its like 4th update, I think, I've been noticing a lot more ragdoll weird glitches. You're not even worth it, buddy. But where did that trash can go?
Fun is setting buildings on fire.
Oh, you know what? It doesn't even have to be another September 11th kind of thing. If you're just really unlucky, Jim Gordon from The Dark Knight Rises is the police commissioner. Send every cop in the city to go investigate this thing that might not actually be what you think it is. Every cop in the city, I guess aside from Robin Blake. Every cop in the freaking city, and they all got trapped down there. I'm like, wow. Who would have suspected it was a trap? I'm sorry, I probably would have been the one cop that turned in my badge, turned in my gun, and be like, screw you, Jim, that's a terrible idea. And it's not like he's not used to stuff like that. After all, in the Dark Knight universe, everyone is convinced that, you know, actually, maybe I ought to be saving this for a Batman Arkham Knight livestream, but at the same time, everyone was convinced that, you know, that Batman murdered Harvey Dent. Even though it didn't even seem like he had died. But he could have survived. Oh god, I hate these guys with the whips. Wow, 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 I can't even freaking recover. Die. Ow. Bye-bye. Oh, wow. Like, come on, I'm dodging over here. Oh, wait, he's actually knocked out. Do I get bonus points for not... Okay, yeah, as I said, these dickless whip guys are really starting to make me angry. There's just like nothing... I know. What the... Okay, good, it does work. Can't get me when you're way over there, can you? Darn, I was gonna... Wait, where's the other... Okay, I had to say, where's the other one? Bye. You have no idea just how satisfying that was. Even if I know he's gonna get webbed up and saved, me knocking him off of that building for all the crap he's caused is actually quite satisfying. Same goes for that guy. I'm actually really glad that this game has, you know, different enemy types and variety. At the same time, I don't really fight these guys often enough for me to actually come up with a good system on how to beat them.
Vacation or something. Dudes are
although,
way too high-strung.
If you were just watching that little bit right there, I made him look like a punk. However, he also, if we watch the full fight, made me look like a punk. Wait, I thought there were no more, you know, demon crimes. You know, one video I would be really... Well, I'm already upset that I accidentally deleted the 2 live streams, which is the reason why I'm making this one. But I would be really upset if I deleted my Comic-Con video.
Hey, Spider-Man!
What do you want? Could you imagine Spider-Man goes up to a cop? I wanted to check the percentage of battery on this controller, because I was having problems turning it on earlier. Like, I needed to jumpstart it. Like, I plugged in my phone's charger into it and the PlayStation, and then turned it on, and then it was fine.
What brought this on, Officer Friendly?
I had to go jumpstart like my friend's car.
I doubt that. We got decades worth of evidence on the big guy.
Not anymore. Evidence truck got
What the
hit on
decades? How long has Fisk been a threat to this city?
Big Willie isn't getting off that easy. I'll get those drives back.
Is it like Into the Spider-Verse where he looks like he's like 60? And he only recently had Richard? You know, also that's another thing. Like the Netflix Daredevil series. Like how is Richard Fisk supposed to be like a villain and such? Because he doesn't exist. And even if you say, oh, he'll probably be born by the time of, like, Infinity War. Yeah, but, you know, and he's like a freaking kid or an infant. I mean, I don't think Fisk's men are going to listen to a spoiled child. Unless they're really that loyal to the that is Wilson Fisk. Yeah, don't you know, Wilson Fisk is the thick? He's extra thick! Okay, let's stop wearing this joke then. Holy crap. Pirates! Gotta make sure dead men tell no tale or something. Okay. All these files that probably should have just been backed up on a computer.
Time to ruin Willie's welcome home party.
Makes about as much sense as the excuses Hillary gave for those emails. No, I thought C for classified was C for cookies. Or some crap like that. Oh, I probably should have looked before doing this. Okay, let's see what I can do. Well, I've seen his lawyers. They're not exactly the scariest lawyers I've seen, but dear God, are they powerful. I'm gonna go on the hunt. The predator stalks his prey. So much so that they aren't even aware he's here yet.
Gotta find a new podcast.
Okay, thank God. For a second I thought it got one of the guys under me.
Better see what that was.
Being a stealthy hunter.
The spider got Vinny.
Oh crap, that's right, that guy. That guy right over there.
They're just not very observant.
Safety's off.
Damn! What happened? It gave me the option to get him. Okay.
Oh, sorry, did I startle you?
And even once the prey is aware. Oh. See?
That's it? I've seen people fight harder over a new smartphone.
The spider is the best at catching the prey.
Now I just need to return this to the Hell's Kitchen precinct.
Dead serious? I'm the kind of Spider-Man who's just gonna, like, leave a massive web. Well, no, I would, but, you know, web fluid's kind of expensive.
Wish I could see Willie's face when he finds out about
this. So I'll just beat the crap out of him, use a minuscule amount of web, because I'm stingy and poor. Because I has no job, aside from taking photos of myself. But, you know, freelance photography isn't the glamorous and exciting job Peter Parker would lead you to believe. Right. He never said it was glamorous and exciting, did he? He just kind of liked doing it, because, hey, getting photos of myself and new stuff is easy when you can climb up walls. Well, newsflash. I'm not the kind of Spider-Man who can climb up walls. I just got the strength, speed, and agility. I don't climb. Just kidding, I do. But, you know, if I were like Spider-Man Noir from the comics. Oh, yeah, that's right.
Wow, really?
If I remember correctly, Spider-Man Noir in the comics couldn't actually climb.
Uh-oh. Rockets!
He didn't really swing on webs all that much, because he did it a few times. But I don't know, maybe the buildings in 1930s New York weren't big enough, or something like his webs weren't strong enough. You know, a spider god curses, has like these super specialized, I guess, blessed spiders that bite him and give him, and I quote, a curse of power, but they don't give him strong enough webs to swing on, which is weird because they're strong enough to. Oh, yeah, actually, that is just restraining. I mean, they're strong enough to restrain people, and I guess they're strong enough for him to hang on for like a little bit. Even then, that's like a flimsy excuse because when he went to go confront Norman Osborn, he swung in. In Eyes Without a Face, when he was going into that theater where that famous massacre happened, the one that I can't remember. He used it to swing onto the fire escape. Oh yeah, and his webs were black. Like every time I've seen him, whether it be in the crappy Ultimate Spider-Man cartoon that I despise, or even, I don't even remember if his webs were black and Into the Spider-Verse. Oh, yeah, and then like in the Spider-Verse comics, when he first showed up, well, or at least in like the Web Warriors comic, his webs were white. He does this thing for Spider-Geddon. I'm pretty sure the webs were white. I'm like, dude, did you read these comics? Maybe I'm the only one who cares, because maybe it's because Spider-Man Noir is like one of my favorite Elseworld versions of Spider-Man. Right up there with Marvel Zombies War. Just kidding, I actually really hate that. Like, with a passion.
Damn.
Nothing quite like the Spider-Man closest to the Spider-Man I grew up reading, getting killed in a horrific and fetishy way. Okay, now how do I approach this? I just let him get beat because he's kind of a dick. Bet you $5 it's Ven Gonzalez. I know, maybe if I save him here, maybe he won't later go plant my spider tracers on some dead bodies of people. Oh wow, that actually kept him from fall. No! I gotta save him! Gotta be comic accurate, Spider-Man. Okay, I have no idea what actually became of that guy. It's night, genius. Jesus, that guy was actually convulsing something fierce right there. Okay, maybe not something fierce, but he was convulsing a little. Maybe I shouldn't have webbed him there, because then he just, you know, spazzed out just a little bit.
I was wrong about you. Jameson can go to hell.
Much appreciated, officer.
One question. Is it true you're from another world?
Yeah, it's called Queens. See ya.
You know, funny thing... Oh, okay, actually that was a cool shot to swing out of there on. But funny thing about Spider-Man being from a different place and the, You're never gonna believe this. You see, I'm Spider-Man in Maryland, and probably so is B-Boy Stunner. But in the Sam Raimi the James Cameron Spider-Man script, Peter Parker came from like Baltimore, Maryland. I'm dead serious. And then in Homecoming, I feel like that was a kind of reference with them involving Baltimore, Maryland. Because otherwise, who actually cares about this city other than, like, me and, like, the other people I know who actually like this state, but feels like it's been robbed of its true beauty by crappy politicians who just don't understand the people. Gotta love it. It's like how the galaxy viewed the Jedi Order. A bunch of out-of-touch space monks coming in and telling them what to do and how to live their lives.
We have an update on the situation in Clinton.
Differences between a lot of our politicians and, at least in this state, and the Jedi. that the Jedi probably actually have the best intentions at heart. You can't look me in the eyes and tell me some of our politicians have the people's best interest at heart. You know how casino money is supposed to go towards schools? It's probably only going towards Howard County schools. You know, the best schools in, like, I wouldn't say maybe the East Coast, but at least in this state.
I was just coming back from the store when
I know, I should have called first.
I mean, what about all our city schools? I guess later for them, huh? This is why a lot of kids in the city try to go to, like, private schools. At least the ones who, you know, are good kids try to go to, like, private schools. Because they want to get a good education, and they want to learn, and they want to be better. They're like their parents. And most of their parents want them to be better. Than that, you know, than they... Okay. That's new. That car just crashed into that Sable van thing. Wait a minute, guys. It's a white van. It's a white van. Don't go anywhere near it, or you might be butt raped. Sable International, huh? Is that a new pseudonym for free candy? Oh, I didn't know I had that equipped. Okay, this is actually a really bad, like, item. What good does that do? Wait, when did I even make this anti-gravity thing? Wait, more importantly, how?
Everyone in this city wants me dead. I'm gonna develop a complex.
Like, geez, Pete, you know? I mean, such unrealistic sci-fi technology aside, if you could make that, you could make, like, a killing in the indoor skydiving business. Because I don't... Other than, like, suspending them in air for a second so you can web them and then throw them down, that doesn't exactly serve any other purpose whatsoever. Also, I was reading Amazing Spider-Man Character Assassination, or Election Day, whatever you want to call it. I mean, I knew it as Election Day from, like, this, you know, what would you call it, trade paperback, except it was a hardcover, so trade hardcover, I guess. Or just a trade, but,
once they figure out there's no way they're getting off
there's a part where J. Jonah Jameson says something like, that's such liberal liberal news bullcrap. You ought to be writing for the Huffington Post. I mean, that is so J. Jonah Jameson. He's like one of those weird conservatives, like Alex Jones. Also, I don't think you'll see much of that in modern-day Marvel comics. You know, even if you're more of a moderate Democrat, you gotta agree, having it be one-sided is actually really boring. Not to mention a lot of their new characters are overpowered Mary Sue's, which is never fun. Oh, and Gary Stu's, too, sometimes. I would say Miles is like a Gary Stu, but no, he has character flaws. He has a character. And even his end-all, be-all of, like, super moves, he keeps forgetting he has it. I mean, it's really a cop-out and kind of cheap, but at the same time, I'd much rather have Miles forget he has the Venom Sting than just use it to end every fight ever.
Hostages on public transit. Nothing about that.
Now here's what's weird. I watched a few episodes of the Disney XD Spider-Man series because I actually prefer it to Ultimate, believe it or not. That might be a hard pill for some people to swallow. But, Miles has the Venom Sting, and he barely uses it. At least to my knowledge, he barely uses it. So then you could just actually fight like Peter would. Wait, you know what? I actually like that. I'd be like, you know, for all I know, because I don't really know how the spider powers work, for all I know, this Venom Sting, the more I use it, the less years I have to live. Like, you should only use it in dire circumstances. That, and it almost makes me look in a way pathetic if I just use this same be-all, end-all of moves. It's like when you spam... It's like when you get, like, several bars filled up in, like, a fighting game, and then you just spam your opponent with, like, your super move. Like what my sister did when we played Marvel vs. Capcom. I think about it. I don't think we've ever played that game since. And it's more fun when you play with another person and not a computer. Crap, I have Injustice. And I haven't really played it all that much.
Pigeon target acquired. The chase is on.
Spider-Man spies his lunch. A filthy sky rat. Yes, yes, go. Darn it, Peter. I was pressing L1 and R1. Oh, God. I hate these pigeons. If it weren't for the fact that I'm helping a man who, like, lost his wife and she loved these darn things, believe me, I wouldn't bother with these darn things at all. In real life or in the video game. Oh, Mom's coming down ranting about something.
Longtime caller Officer Andrews is back with us. As always, thank you for your service to our fair city, officer. What's new?
Mr. Jameson, you know I'm a fan, but I just saw Spider-Man in action. I worked with him to stop Wilson Fisk's men from stealing back their hard drives. And he's a stand-up guy.
Now wait a second, my friend. I'm not questioning your word. I'm sure what you said happened. But have you considered that it was in Spider-Man's interest to help you?
How so?
He obviously had a long-standing feud with Fisk and wants him put away. That doesn't make him Mother Teresa. It just means he had a grudge.
Look, I hear you. But why can't we give him the benefit of the doubt?
Why? Because he hides behind that mask. You train. You stand up with your badge and name tag on, and you do your job every day. He runs and hides. If you cause the kind of damage he does, what would happen?
I'd be doing paperwork until the day I retire. And probably writing a debt, too.
And why,
okay, apparently, Mom was going off on how my brother and his girlfriend got another pet. So they got 3 cats and 2 dogs now. I'm not gonna lie, that dude, they need to cut back on the animals. I think they got enough.
I love these names. Is Sandra happy to see them back?
Well, actually, she's not with us anymore. Cancer, you know.
Howard, I'm so sorry.
Oh, it's okay. Life's for living, not moping. First thing she told me after the diagnosis. Gotta remind myself of that every now and again. Keep looking, will you? Finding the rest of these birds that really mean a lot. Thanks, Spider-Man.
Gotta love those secret photo missions, especially when it's something like that painting of J. Jonah Jameson. Like J. Jonah Jameson
Convicts are opening fire from stolen vehicles. Location is Hudson Town.
is low-key just a meme around the city. Like, no one takes this late-night rambling seriously at all. Aside from Alex Jones, and people like Alex Jones.
This looks like a job for Spider Traffic Cop. This vehicle's been recalled, and so have you.
Oh, wow. Y'all are missing a door and everything.
Break out of prison? I get that. Steal a motorcycle? I get that. Fight me? Not so much.
You idiot should have used this distraction to get out of here. Didn't you guys watch the Spider-Man 90s animated series? The Spider-Man is preoccupied with fighting another criminal or dealing with his mutation disease. You GTFO.
And that's why I never bothered to get my license.
Yeah, where's that pool I stumbled upon? I didn't know about that pool until now. I didn't know there was a pool. I wasn't on a rooftop. Great. I think I'm heading in the wrong direction. We'll never find that pool. Oh well, we'll just have to settle for one of the many, probably unsafe, probably against the building codes, and maybe even against those pesky zoning laws. We gotta go find one of those rooftop pools again, so then we can go for a swim.
Can't leave this place operating. I'll try to close it down stealthily. No one gets hurt.
Oh, my bad. I went a little too far. That's another thing. It's really hard trying to stick onto a building. Oh, wow. I hate it when it does this. Okay, fine. Then we're just gonna take this guy out, maybe. I want them to know I'm here, so then I can do this. Okay, that did less than I thought it was going to do. Yeah, we'll change the suit some other time.
Is it too much to hope this will teach Sable to focus on actual criminals instead?
Oh, wait a minute, that's right. There's that Sable base in Central Park, isn't there? Let's go to Central Park. I think this will be the last thing I do. Go to this here Sable base and well, put an end to this.
Hey, before you go,
He's trying to ask me to sign something. He's like, hey, before you go, as I'm like already gone. It almost plays off as like when you're too shy to ask and then the person's leaving, then you're like mouthing the words and trying to build up confidence. Actually do it when they're actually listening and paying attention. Oh my god, what, Mom? You just, I hope you guys somehow can't hear her.
On a Sable base.
Again, she's rather loud.
I don't know what they're charged with, and I don't want to let dangerous people back on the streets.
The real criminals they turn over to us. The people they hold on site haven't done anything they can make a case over.
I can think of at least 2 amendments that violates. Okay, looks like I'm staging a jail.
But Spider-Man, you're supposed to be a bleeding heart liberal like everyone else in Marvel. A brave SJW. You don't believe in the Constitution and amendments. Oh god. Not quite what I meant to do. But wouldn't exactly let me stealth kill him. Well, stealth take down him. You thought you could investigate. Oh. Okay, there's a car driving around. Well, show me who's safe around here. Not him. Of course not. Maybe that guy.
People around here work.
What just happened there? Well, it's simple. You uppercut him and you web him down. You uppercut him and you web him down. You press and hold square, and then you press triangle. Ow. Hey guys, maybe leave in the comments, since no one's actually watching us while it's live, maybe leave in the comments if you played any Spider-Man games. What was your first Spider-Man game? Or better yet, what was your first video game? Because my first video game was either one of those educational games, like any number of Rita Rabbit games, where it was this plug-and-play Spider-Man game. The one that had like that game key and had like that whole other mode with like Black Cat and Doc Ock. Man, that game key does not work. Hey, the rest of it works fine, I guess. So much so I made it to the end of Streets of the City and beat the freaking Green Goblin. I gotta do a live stream of that, but I don't exactly have the proper recording software for that. I'd be doing it like how I did that Ultimate Alliance live stream nobody watches. Gonna attack. Whoop! Oh crap, he still got me. Hey, you shouldn't have got involved. Double prizes? Yes, I did just get double prizes.
You guys are persistent. I'm gonna pay you debt. Asking for a friend.
Spider-Man, I did some research. All the people they're holding is protest Sable's heavy-handed tactics.
Gotcha. I'm lodging a protest myself right now. I'll let you know how it goes.
Smoke screen. Yeah, how many more guys are left? Is this the final wave? I can't remember.
Hey,
nope, just wave 5.
Right? Well, how much
oh god, he's having a seizure.
And don't say more than 20.
You know, I took him down. I didn't have to knock him off of a building or anything. I didn't even need to break his armor to do that. Wait, I got all of this. So let's get the flying guy. Yes. Thank you, Mom.
Reinforcements! You guys ever feel like your helmets make this impersonal? I mean, hot kettle, I know.
Okay, got his armor plating off. I love that kick. The I'm gonna kick you right off the edge. This is Sparta kick. Oh, I was kind of hoping that that was the rocket launcher guy. Let's see. You want to see me put the biggest target on my face? You know, for all we know, that would have actually killed him. Just take my linens to my room or something, Micah. I'm in the middle. I fold them in my room. I wouldn't fold them down here. And you fold them where for you? For yourself. Exactly.
But you're down here and you're playing a game.
And I'm live streaming, and you're embarrassing me, as usual. I don't do this.
How do you think I feel? I'm talking to my friends online, and here's your mom telling you, oh, you gotta go check on the linens while
Hey, you're the one. You're the one who wanted to do linens today.
I did not want to do linens. Mom told me I had to.
What's wet? Is it a towel or something?
It's your pajamas.
Please don't tell people I have pajamas. You know, it's not like that's embarrassing or anything. Now,
You don't think guys wear pajamas?
I hate wearing them, and you know the only reason why I'm wearing them is because Mom won't let me walk around in my underwear and socks when it's around, you know, after I take a bath.
That may be true, but guys wear pajamas. Don't be embarrassed about it. Especially when
And you stop being patronizing while I'm live! Go away! Oh, yeah, just hang that up on the clothesline or something. Yeah, the towels have a tendency not to be dry. Where is this last guy? Oh, you've got to be kidding me. Please tell me he's not glitched through the... Oh, wait, there's an under part, right? Oh, no.
Let's kick it up a notch. And we're done.
Great. You see this? This is a glitch. Everything I did here, right now, was for nothing. Because I can't get the last freaking guy. Can't even sense him with my spider sense. Oh no. You're an idiot. Look, man, he's right here. Okay. Seriously, stuff like this never happened until it did like its 4th update.
That took longer than it should have.
Exactly. Now let's get this base closed down in Central Park. Definitely not Lincoln Park. There. Run, political prisoners. You're free.
Captain.
Free to
The
have
area's
your
secure and the
opinions, and
cells are all
free
empty.
to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness, and the American dream.
Thanks.
and not having your money stolen by a bunch of foreigners. Well, foreign mercenaries. No, actually, they seem to have American accents, so I guess these were the American recruits.
Guess they figured out it was a PR disaster.
Oh,
For once,
gross.
we got a clean win.
Well, not quite. I hear rank-and-file Sable agents blame you for stopping the gravy train. They'll be gunning for you even harder now, and no one's going to stop them.
By now, I think it'd freak me out more if nobody was gunning for me. Let them come. I'll be ready.
Alright, that's it for this live stream, guys. I hope you enjoyed, or I hope you will enjoy, since I was the only one actually watching. Ugh. Yeah. Killing two birds with one stone. Just had to do a new live stream because, well, the old one was gone. Alright. Bye, guys.
Oh, God sake it, Mom.